but it's important things to explain and why we have here the most important city, or was one of the most important cities in the Azores. First of all, the settlements here on this island was around the 1443. But of course, before that, they discovered first Santa Maria Island, the sunny island in the Azores, and is the only one with a white sand beach. Then we have San Miguel, the biggest one, 140,000 people, and the government of the Azores is in San Miguel Island. Then we have Terceira Island, 57,000 people. We are not a lot, but we don't know all of this, okay? Then we have the rest of the central group. We have Graciosa, St. George, Pico, and Fayal. Normally from here, on that area over there, we can see St. George and Pico, but today is very cloudy, so it's not possible. And the last group, we have Corvo and Flores on America side. Corvo is the smallest island in the Azores with 450 people, all cousins. They need to be. I don't know how they do that. And when we talk about the Azores, like I told some of you yesterday, that we really are in the middle of nothing, and we know that. And probably when you talk with your friends and family that you are coming here, they say, where? We are used to that. But in the same time, we were a connection with the world. Because Azores are in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, Terceira Island is in the middle of the Azores. Because of that, this bay was the most important connection with the whole world. And because of two reasons: because we were in the perfect place, and then because it was the most natural protected bay that we had here, because of the mountain that we have right in front of us. Monte Brazil, that was an island. 14,000 years ago, when we had the eruption, the lava, the volcano exploded, the lava came down and made a connection with the main island. This is why we have now a peninsula and it's possible to visit. The fort that you see, it's called São João Batista Fort, made by the Spanish in the 16th century, and is considered one of the biggest fortifications made by the Spanish in the whole world. The walls, they surround completely the mountain. They have around 5 kilometers long, and even today it's a military area. On the inside we have a Portuguese military area, and if you want to visit, it's possible. The militaries are not the best guides and probably not the best in English, but they will help you to look around. Every hour, so if you want to visit the inside, you can. Because of this connection, this bay, so the name of the city, Angra do Heroísmo, Angra means cove, Heroism, heroes. And I like to say that it's the bay of the heroes, and it really was, because we had a lot of ships coming here for supplies and even for war. English, Spanish, pirates. So we had a lot of people trying to invade our island, and because of that, and because we had a lot of battles on this area, we still have what we call an underwater museum, because we have parts of ships still here that is possible to see that. Of course, it's better during summertime. We can, doing snorkeling, scuba diving, or the glass bottom boat, you can see some parts of that ship that's sunk here on this bay. More recently, so this is a very important story, okay? Now, more recently, on the 1st of January of 1980, we had here on the island a really bad event that was a huge earthquake. 7.8 on Richter scale, destroyed 75% of our houses on the island. The north side of the island was the one that was more damaged, because the center of the earthquake was between Terceira Island and St. George. That is over there, what we can see today, but it's there. So we had villages on the north side that they were very damaged. And the same thing happened with the historical center. And today it's perfect because we don't have a lot of sun. If you look to the roofs of the houses, you can understand the old and the new. The dark ones are all old, the other ones all new, and you can see that the most part of them they were rebuilt from that day. And because we took 3 years recovering the whole city with a big help of the Portuguese militaries and also the American military that they were here during that time, because we're just 3 years recovering that, and because we were so important with the connection with the world, Angra do Heroísmo was honored to be the first Portuguese World Heritage City by UNESCO on 1983. So this is why, and if you have a chance to visit the islands in the future, you will see that this is the most beautiful city in the Azores. Not because I'm from here, but you will, if you go to the other ones, you will see that I think it's true. And then we have a few buildings that I want to show you, and we are going there to our cathedral. The church with the 2 towers is the most important church for us. It's the Diocese of the Azores. When we talk about religion, Terceira Island is probably number 1. We have 2 buildings right there, a blue one and the other one that they are rebuilding. That 2 buildings are the most, they were in the 16th century, the most important buildings, because one was the Governor Palace, the other one was the Captain General Palace. And why they are specific on this place? Because if you keep looking down, they are connecting with the ocean. That streets that we call Rua Direita. In English is something, we know that we can translate the streets, but it's something like straight street. It's straight to the ocean. And it was on the ocean that everything happened. That we had the people coming, supplies, trades, everything. And these people, they were the first ones to know. Of course, after that, the city hall started happening, mayors, so they were not important anymore. And the building that they are rebuilding, they are creating an interpretation center about our city. More things.